Yo, what's up? It's James. I'm back with just this time it's actually probably gonna be a quick video. Um, I don't. It's just I don't know. I mostly just felt like making a video because I haven't in a while, and I wanted to try to stay as consistent and uh like on point with like coming out with these because that's something I told myself I would do. Um, so it's not gonna be like I don't think there'll be much to it. It's just, and it's a topic. You could already tell by the title. It's a topic that I want to uh, definitely like go over again and more in depth. Like I always say, like pretty much in every video now, that I want to have more future discussions with these videos. Um, when I'm more able to with other people. So, uh, and I do have my toilet paper as always to for my notes. Um, so this video is it's addressing silence, and so like silence to me is it's something I feel like I always loved, and it's been like a best friend of mine growing up, like just as a kid to yourself, remaining silent. That's what I believe is the way we can speak to our higher selves or whatever. It's our home in a way. Um, like the basically, I mean, most people by now know that when you try to meditate and stuff, you're trying to completely silence your mind, body, and your spirit. You're trying to complete a halt of all of that to let other things flow through or to see what comes of it and stuff. And this isn't exactly that. I'm talking about silence in just everyday life, to yourself, with people, anytime. And like I already mentioned, it allows you to speak to yourself. So uh, whenever in my previous videos I've mentioned, I've talked about what do you call it? Try how to interact with your inner world and present it to the outer world and vice versa. And this is one of those ways that I guess I didn't really address in those videos, but yeah, silence is definitely a way. Just being comfortable to yourself when you come home. It's not about immediately going to talk to another person or watch videos or do things that get your mind off things and just uh, you know routine. Like it's silence is more than just like a complete quietness where you're just sitting there blank. Like that's not what I'm talking about. It's just listening to the voice in your head. It's listening to what I and many other people call, whether you believe it or not, I don't know, it's just easier to call it this way. It's a way to listen to your higher self. It's a way to listen to what your best interest is, like you at the end of the day, behind the veil of you know all the bullshit in life and stuff. I'm a big believer in that. And even as a kid, whether that's you're up at night just thinking or whatever, like usually, I've even done it in my life. I feel like you do things to slowly fall asleep. You'll throw on the TV, you'll throw on this or that. Nobody really, I'm not gonna say nobody, but I just, you don't want to just ignore yourself at the end of the day. And like I had already mentioned, it's like a home of sorts. It's your home. If you're kicking yourself out of your own home, you know you're not gonna, yeah, this, the voice inside is just not gonna be heard, essentially. um I feel like silence is powerful, and finding the comfort in it is very, is a way to kind of like tap into the power of it, is being comfortable within the silence. And I even mean that with people as well. Like some people that know me, that who may watch this video, I've said this to many people before, many friends that I've met in my life, that I really appreciate when I can be with a friend, and not like we don't always have to be talking. Like we don't. It's not like I'm a super quiet person. I'm a very talkative person. I'm pretty reserved, but only when like I have to be or whatever. And like I don't know, there'll just be some friends I have where like we could be totally silent with each other, and it could be after a long conversation, it could be whenever, and we're just comfortable there. We're both okay. Like nobody feels awkward that the other isn't talking. Nothing is forced. Um, Everything is just fine, and I find like like a comfort in that. I find like I don't even know the right word. Like it's an appreciation, I guess, for that, because we're whether whatever we're both focused on, whether we're dissociating or we're thinking about something or whatever. Like I feel like like I'm comfortable around your presence. That's a true friend to me. We don't like I don't know. Like I think that is very telling of that, because not every friendship or relationship with a person is like that at all. Like I don't, most of my friends, I don't think I could just be like, and it's not even like two people on their phone silence is what I'm saying. Like that, that could be a thing too. I just mean in the general sense of things, whether I'm smoking with my friend or like whatever the case may be, we're out to eat. It's nice, comfortable, whatever. Um, but yeah, it's another way to listen. Tuning into silence and stuff is another way to like follow and listen to just inner intuition. That's a way to better develop and come to terms with that gut feeling and instinct, and getting through whatever situation you may be going through in that moment. It's just it's taking everything, it's dialing everything back excuse me, for a second, and it's really just focusing on your like I said, best interest. And I'm trying not to use like a lot of the same words and phrases that I've been saying, but this video is very quick, spur of the moment that I wanted to do, so it's not the best planned. It's not properly planned out. Remaining silent, and finding the power in silence also helps consolidate your energy and bring it more, just overall, just strengthen your energy and develop your awareness even. It allows you to be more observant of your surroundings. If you're in a conversation, if you're in an argument, if whatever this, you put yourself in school, work, wherever you want to put yourself, remaining silent and not always acting to just say something, like stepping right into the action, being very calculated or whatever, is it proves to be advantageous to you. I'm not saying there aren't situations where it isn't beneficial to act first or whatever, but in life I'm learning that holding back, taking a moment, being silent is gonna have your best interest. I said it again. It's gonna make you be able to more properly observe the situation. It'll control better of like what you're about to say. You're somebody that has an issue like with an attitude problem at work, or an issue with somebody, you know what I mean? Like it'll help you remaining silent, absorbing, and like listening first. And all this could be done in a matter of even seconds, 10 seconds, whatever, 20 seconds, a minute. It'll help you in the long run, rather than to just act out of pure feeling and instinct, or like just the automatic calculations that we have, the automatic what do you call it, just the paradigm of how our minds just already like exist. Um it like tuning into the silence allows you to handle your intent better. is basically what I'm trying to say. You're more able to just grasp any situation you're in and properly deal with it. And this isn't, yeah, yeah. The silence thing, like I said, it's not just about trying to get out of bad situations and stuff. It's even to yourself. It's even in the good times with your friends. Like, I prefer to be totally, well, I always was, even as a kid, and I get it from like even my dad and stuff too, just being totally observant of everything around me constantly, pretty much. Um and I mean, I'll always internally, you know, digest it first before I let out whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I digress. Um, Ultimately, like, silence is, like I said, a balance of the body, mind, and spirit. And I don't know, there's so much peace in it. There's so much solace. There's just a lot to be learned from it. And it's a very powerful thing. I feel like awareness is one of the greatest gifts or things that we can have. I mean, think about it. If you're ignorant of something, and you don't even know you're ignorant, like, you're not aware of it, like, how the heck do you get out of that? Like, that's being aware of things is truly a gift, and we should be blessed for that. And I don't know, I feel like it's all about becoming more aware of things about yourself, and just other things too. Maybe people who aren't treating you the way they should or whatever. I feel like, yeah, I don't know, my mind digresses. But I mean, that's mostly it for this video, to be honest with you. There's, like I said, a lot more I could cover on it, and I plan on it. You know, silence is one of those things I am still learning about. I still want to, I already have a specific book I want to read on it. And it's just your best friend at the end of the day. It allows you to just be your best friend. It's a tool of anything, and there is absolutely a power in silence. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. The next time you notice the room falls silent, or you're just to yourself, or even if you're around a group of people and you still feel to yourself, just know that it's yeah, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just zoning out. I'm liking it right now, even just thinking. And I'm not even really thinking about anything specific. It's just, it's like the last step towards meditation, because meditation's more like of a focused thing, really. Silence can be found any time of the day, in any moment. And I mean, I guess the same could be said for meditation, but either way, guys, bond with it. That's all I'm trying to say. And let me stop the video before I keep having the silent episodes. So yeah, you guys have a great one. Peace out.